Hey guys, me Steve, Cliff HE Chevrolet. Today I want to talk to you about the 2021 Chevy Tahoe. What makes this one of the safest vehicles on the market? Hold up, the 2021 Chevy Tahoe has more utility than any other vehicle on the market. That's why somebody should buy it, and that's what we're going to get to right now. This week I want to talk to you guys about the 2021 Chevy Tahoe LT. Our previous videos we've done a Tahoe Premier, we've done a Tahoe Z71, but we've never really had the LT Tahoe. Let's go over the trims really quick where it fits in the Tahoe lineup. So we know we have the LS, we have the LT, the RST, the Z71, Premier, and High Country. So we have 6 trims overall in the Chevy Tahoe now. But the thing I want to talk to you guys today about this vehicle behind me is the amount of capability that you actually have when you buy a Chevrolet Tahoe like this. This Tahoe behind me has the 5.3 liter V8 with dynamic fuel management. That's paired with a 10-speed automatic transmission. That 355 horse mated. The max trailering package gives you together 8,400 pounds that you're able to pull with this Chevy Tahoe behind me. So first, let's talk about what the max trailering package is. The max trailering package is the advanced trailering package, plus you get a heavy-duty cooling system for the transmission, and then you get the 2-speed transfer case, as long as you get the 5.3 liter V8 or the 6.2 liter V8. So next you might be asking what's in the advanced trailering package. A lot of packages here. The advanced trailer package gets you the hitch viewing guide that's in the rear view camera system, the integrated trailer brake that you guys have all known and loved. That integrated trailer brake actually uses the computer of the Tahoe, and it senses when the trailers are going to sway, and then it actually uses the brakes that's on your trailer and the Tahoe behind me to kind of prevent that sway. If you've never used the integrated trailer brake, whether it's on the Silverado, Colorado, or the Chevy Tahoe and Suburban, I 100% recommend it. You won't want to go back. So let's talk about some of the features that are in the Chevy Tahoe behind me that make it so capable. Right off the top, the technology that it has. You're going to have enough technology for the family. This one, while it doesn't have it, you do have the entertainment system that is an option. 8 USB A or C's scattered amongst the Tahoe, charging for everybody. And in that second row, you do have captain's chairs. You're able to move it around that second row, front or back, 5.5 inches. And of course, they do fold down and fold up, so that way you can access that third row. As we move to the back of the Tahoe, first of all, you're going to see that they do have the hands-free tailgate that you can use with your foot. As we lift that tailgate, we will see that the independent link rear suspension that they've added, we've gotten rid of that hump in the back of the third row now, and you can see how much more space there is back there. 25 cubic feet to be exact. That at least doubles what it was previously in the 2019. If you fold that third row down, which when my wife and I had a Tahoe, that's how we had it. We didn't even use the third row. 72.6 cubic feet of space between the back and all the way up to the second row. Just a massive amount of space. And another thing I like, since we've gotten rid of that hump, it folds flat. If we fold the second row down, now we have a lot of space. Again, folds nice and flat, and now we go 122.9. 122.9 cubic feet of space with everything folded down in the Tahoe. Lastly, one of my favorite things that makes this vehicle so capable, we've just added wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and now we've added Alexa. So that way, if you're an Alexa user for your smart home, as you're pulling in your driveway, you can tell it to turn on the lights or do thermostat things. All those smart home functions are now going to be built into the Chevy Tahoe. And as we round out the capability of this vehicle behind me, we have 4G LTE wireless hotspot that can connect up to 7 devices over 50 feet away. High-speed 4G LTE internet to entertain the family for those long road trips. All right, this LT Tahoe behind me is equipped with a luxury package. And when you get the luxury package, you not only get like leather and then heated second row and all the little finer things that you've come to expect that really set the Tahoe apart from a lot of other vehicles in the segment. You also get a whole bunch of safety features in the Chevy Tahoe that we're going to go over right now, and why I honestly believe it is one of the absolute safest vehicles on the road today. On the very front of the vehicle, you're going to see some sensors. Those sensors are also on the rear, and they're also going to let you know if you get too close to anything, and it's like a sonar and it beeps, and as you get closer and closer, it'll let you know. Or the safety feature I love the most in this Chevy Tahoe is actually behind that rear view mirror right there. We have a small camera, I like to say, that's going to read the road as your Tahoe is going down the road. Yeah, I guess that kind of works. One of the first things that that camera's doing is it's reading in the lines, and it's sensing if you're drifting off the road. So that's called lane departure warning, and it'll beep. Also what this has though is also has lane keep, and it also senses if you're starting to go off the road, it actually gently pull you back on. Now you can override it. The steering wheel wants to just kind of gently pull you back over. This always can be disengaged if you use your turn signal. So long as you drive properly, it won't fight you there. That camera also controls the forward collision alert. That camera is reading traffic. There's 3 different settings. There's far, medium, and then near.
First, this is near. Right here, near. This is far.
And that's just merely going to tell you if you get it too close, and then it's going to flash, I think it's 4 red dots that come up and reflect on the windshield and beeps and says, hey, you're getting a little bit too close. If you're doing a lot of in-town driving, you're going to want to put it to the near mode. Otherwise, if you have it on the far mode, just driving around town, it's constantly going to go off. Another thing that camera does that involves the front is it's reading and looking for cars in front of you, and then if it senses that there is a vehicle in front of you, there's a little green icon that turns on, and that lets you know that's your following distance indicator. If you get too close to the traffic, it's again going to do what essentially the forward collision alert, but just know that when it does read green, it senses that there's a car and it's tracking that in front of you. One last thing that this camera does, I said this camera does a lot, front pedestrian braking and automatic braking. What this vehicle will do is when it senses too close that you're about to hit something, the Chevy Tahoe actually starts to engage the brake, mitigate the accident that it's sensing is about to happen. So great examples of this in northern Michigan would be for the automatic emergency braking, like deer. For front pedestrian braking, it's like when you're in Walmart and you look down, you're not supposed to do this. You look down at your phone while you're driving, you look up, and you're going through the parking spot, boom, and it senses a person. So it's going to automatically apply the brakes for you to try to keep everyone around you and inside safer. As we move to the back of the Chevy Tahoe, you're gonna see, let's see if I can, right there. So what I always like to say is, along with the camera that's right here behind the rearview mirror, right here in the back of that Tahoe, there's a sonar that's on each side of the Tahoe. That sonar shoots back along the sides, and what that does is that's where you get your blind spot warning. So that's going to sense if there's anyone that you can't see in your blind spot as you're driving down the highway that's coming up alongside of you, that little amber logo in your side mirrors in the corner on the left and the right side automatically illuminates when it senses a vehicle present in your blind spot. The next thing that sonar does is rear traffic cross alert. So if you're backing up and you're in a parking spot, let's say you're at Walmart and then you have a car here and here, typically this isn't a big of a deal when you're with the Tahoe, since the Tahoe is a bigger vehicle and you do have decent visibility. But let's just say you have 2 lifted trucks that pull in inside you. Here we go. Whoop. Oh, right there. 2 lift your truck here, and you're here. What the rear traffic crossing does is those sonars shoot down the aisle this way and that way, and it's about a motorcycle size, 150cc I believe I was told, and up, that it senses if it's coming to alert you, say, hey Steve, look out, there's traffic coming. As we close out the last little bit of things that make this vehicle so safe behind us, we already went over the safety features. Let's talk about the brain that's inside the Chevy Tahoe. First of all, you have that 10.5-inch MyLink system. That 10.5-inch system actually becomes a camera with surround vision that is part of that luxury package. 9 different views in this camera. Along those 9 different views, you also have teen driver control. Those of you who don't know what teen driver is, I don't think I've really talked about it much, but what that does is it enables you to turn on the Tahoe that gives you a report card at the end of it. And it'll let you know maybe the anti-lock brakes had a fire, excessive slamming on the brake stopping, or accelerating. All those different little notes are actually able for you to review at the end of, let's say the kids took the Tahoe for a night out in the town. You can see actually what all happened to your Tahoe. Last but not least, one of my favorite things that GM has to offer on all our vehicles is OnStar. Most of the time when we talk about OnStar, you're hearing a lot lately about the Ford GLTE, which I did talk about earlier, but OnStar still is one of the safest, best vehicle accessories in the business. What I always like to describe is there's like a little black box inside your vehicle here, and that little black box knows where you're at. So if you're in an accident, OnStar will come on and say, "Hey Steve, are you all right?" And you could say, "Yeah, I'm good." And it'll ask you, "Do you want me to send a tow truck, or do you need the authorities and some assistance?" You can answer that. That black box also knows, though, if you're in a really bad accident and you can't answer those questions. It knows where you're located, and it senses when that happens, and it will send the authorities to save you and your family. It's like one of my favorite absolute things about that's offered with OnStar. And for those people that are traveling with their loved ones, which most people are when they have a vehicle like this, it is a super, super cool thing. Well, that's a Chevy Tahoe. Whether you buy it for safety or utility, either way, you can't go wrong with the 2021 Chevy Tahoe. I appreciate you guys coming by and checking this video out. If you like this video, do us a huge favor, hit the thumbs up button. Go one step further to learn more about the Chevrolet lineup and hit the subscribe button. I appreciate you guys coming by. We'll talk to you soon.